So they took my other account again. So they gave it back to me for one day and took it again. But that's because, well, the last part of it I exposed. The Democrats never, if the Democrat, like we were made to believe that the Democrats ignored all the illegal immigrants flooding the country for 4 years. Because again, everybody remembers, they never said a word. CNN didn't even really talk about it. They acted like it wasn't going on. Yet we have all the videos, we have all the pictures. They were flying them in. There was news stations that did report on it. I mean, a massive amount. So there's evidence upon evidence of it. But they knew it. They knew it. And so you're made to think, oh, that they need those people for so that they can win elections. Well, if that was really true, if that's really what it was about, they don't need to send gang members in, do they? They don't need to send in Tren de Aragua or MS-13. They were bringing in, even flying in, the worst of the worst. And Trump told us that, didn't he? He said they're sending the worst of the worst. They're sending killers. They're sending psychopaths. They don't need to send those kinds of people, right, if it's just about winning elections or having a voter base. They were bringing those people in to hurt us, to hurt the American citizens. And many of these people being American citizens. So this video is not going to get any views because the last two videos, me exposing this, well, they've exposed themselves with that student, that PhD student who put out When Will We Kill Them today, talking about they're like a rat in a corner right now. So let me say this, I'm bouncing around. Everybody and I've been one of them, that's complained about, we don't have the Epstein files. Why aren't they doing this? Why aren't they disclosing? No, there's a reason they had to take care of this gang problem. These people were brought in to hurt us, to hurt me and you, the innocent Americans. So when Donald Trump said to the El Salvador president about increasing his prison size because maybe we have some homegrowns, and the Democrats and the courts think that that's wrong and unconstitutional, think again. And I bet you that this is going to come out in the wash, and they know it. Trump deemed these MS-13 and Tren de Aragua just like any other terrorist organization, which means they're an enemy to the country. If the Democrat Party had ties to that, they're an enemy to the country too. And many conservatives at this point, after watching this circus show of the Democrats carry on about this murderer, this MS-13 gang member murderer, see that the reason they don't ever care when American citizens are hurt is because that's the goal. That's why Trump kept telling the American people they're sending killers in. It all goes back to even the Cold War. I mean, like the timing of releasing the JFK files, because then you understand it. Because the JFK files, really, it's about the Cold War, most especially. And all of these guerrillas from South America being trained, going into Cuba, being trained for revolution. So that's what it was about. If they just needed a voter base, they don't need to bring in killers. And because they don't ever get upset when an American citizen is killed, or a child that's an American citizen, is because that's the goal. This video will get silenced because, well, you only silence people that are saying the truth. Otherwise, there's no reason to silence. But at some point, the whole veil is going to lift, and I want my video, even though it's silenced, it's out on the web forever, right? I want it to be known that there were people that were exposing this, because that will also show how ruthless and criminal the Democrat Party is. See, I would bet you most of that party has ties to these terrorist organizations that wanted to come in here and kill American citizens. And if these judges think that that they are going to stand in the way of Trump, not going to happen. That's the reason the Democrats are cowering and getting, like, writing this shit like, when do we get to kill them? Because they know their time is up. They know Trump knows who they are. And if you are an enemy to this country, to where you've colluded with people that you wanted to kill American citizens, most especially Christians, then I don't give a shit if you were born in this country. Homegrowns should be sent out. Because that's literally a genocide. So even though this will get no views, it will probably be flagged. I'm going to put it up. Because what the revolutionists don't realize is the veil's going to lift. They are not going to win. I think at this point they know they won't. And when the veil is lifted, then people will see how even more corrupt you all are. Because they're tied to the silencing. It's all about wanting to destroy American citizens. That's what it's always been about. It's always been what it's about. And why would that be? Well, if you look at it on a biblical level, it's very simple. It's because we're the biggest Christian nation. God said it would happen. It's in the Bible. Same reason they were killing the Jews. So, it's just too bad that none of the media puts that together. It's just too bad that people can't figure out that's why the Democrats stayed silent to all of the gang members, the terrorist organizations coming in here. That's why they go running to El Salvador. Do you think they gave a shit about him? No, they're probably more worried he's going to talk. Because I'm sure there were deals made with these people. Maybe he's not in, maybe that guy's not in CCOT. Who knows? Maybe a deal was cut with him. You don't know. I mean, however, he has an extensive rap sheet. But that's what the Democrats are worried about. They're not, they're incapable of caring for people. So, this will get no traction, no views, but that is what has been going on, which is why the Democrats remained silent all through Joe Biden's invasion, and anybody that had eyes to see, because it was everywhere, saw the invasion, saw how the sanctuary cities, I mean, that's how the Democrat Party lost the African-American vote in Chicago, was because of all the illegal aliens. That's when they realized, you fucking used us. You used us. Look at what you're doing. They realized they were just a tool to them. So they're like a rat in a corner right now, because they've known that Trump knows who they are. And the only chance they have is to try to keep whatever followers they have that are going to stay in the abyss, which is why they're silencing people like me. And I think most of them, especially those people on TikTok that have multiple accounts, sort of like the new Harry Sisson guy. He's not Harry Sisson, but I showed him in a video yesterday. He has multiple accounts, breaking news. I'm sure he has ties to all of this terrorism too. This is why they had to deal with this first before all of the other stuff. Because this is the biggest danger. And Trump said in order for them to get to us, they'd have to go through him. So the Democrats know they can yell and scream all about, but Trump is not going to allow American citizens to get killed just to go along with corrupt courts. We're at the end. It's crunch time now. It's why things are moving so fast. It's why the Democrats their mask has fallen off, and everybody can see who they are, but realize how dangerous they were. It will be okay. They will be handled in a legal way, but they will not be allowed to be successful in their revolution in killing Americans.